Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the Red Sox Racing Series, sponsored by NotYourAverageGrain.com. I'm your host here tonight, ESPN, Adam Chapman, with you in the booth. Right now, watching qualifying. Ross Booth out on track currently in third place right now. We are live from Watkins, Glen. Now, ready for tonight's race. What should be a very good race. In all means, I think I actually missed last week's race. Unfortunately, I had something come up. But anyway, we're back here tonight. Week number 4, ready to get underway. Only 2 more races left, by the way. Or I'm sorry, is that correct? After week 4, so we actually got 2 weeks left. We are at week 5 now. Watkins Glen here tonight. Currently on top of the point board, it is currently Ross Booth currently in the lead with 139 points. Second place, however, in the points, Cameron Bidwell, who is currently second. Ross Booth is first. Third place, James Allard, currently in third, and he is currently third right now on the points, or on the board right now. Mark Wilson currently fourth. He's also right now fourth on the board. So right now your top 5 or top 4 is all how they run here in the point series, and it's going to make things very interesting. It should be a fun race here tonight. We do see Ross Booth jumping up to the top of the board right now. Mark Wilson, he is out there on track, coming to the start-finish line. Best lap of a 1:16.129 or 192, coming down the straightaway here from the Glen, crossing the start-finish line. Let's see if he improves. He does not. 16.433. Still a few minutes left here in qualifying. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. And if you have not, go check out NotYourAverageGrain.com. Believe me, you will be happy that you do. They are a family-owned, or military-owned, I guess we could say. And I'm trying to get it. There we go. NotYourAverageGrain.com. You can go over there and check them out. A little bit about them. John is born and raised up in New Hampshire. He's joined the U.S. Navy, and he's still actually active duty right now in retirement in just a few years. And he makes some really cool stuff over there at NotYourAverageGrain.com. He makes like some very cool looking home decor stuff. Great for any military type family. Not only that, they got other stuff as well just to show support. They got drinkware. They got some vinyl stuff that like truck decals and stuff like that, window decals, which is a very amazing looking. I'm not even going to lie. So go check them out, NotYourAverageGrain.com. We do very much appreciate their support. I really want that Pledge of Allegiance vinyl flag sticker. I'm not going to lie. Really tempting. Anyway, make sure you check them out. So qualified about ready to come to an end. And it looks like Dave Hill actually jumps up and takes 4th away here in qualifying. One thing I've noticed, the BMW, a lot more attention here tonight compared to normal. We see only, 6 Porsche, I believe? No, only 6 Porsche out there on the track right now, so. I was going to go look for where we go next week. I'm trying to remember where we actually go next week. I'll find it and all that good stuff, but I am very much looking forward to tonight's race. Watkins Glen, one of my favorite racetracks in all. And this is the Cup Circuit, by the way. They are not running the actual circuit. As you see right there, Mark Wilson actually getting into the wall pretty good. It blinked out just a little bit. Here's Terry Dahl, by the way, right there getting past. But Terry going through the bus stop right now, or the inner loop, which is actually turn 5A as they call it. This turn is 7 turns, or you can call it 8 turns, whichever you prefer. But we will have to pit once. This course is 2.45 miles long, and it does have 8 turns. We're just going to call it 8 turns. Of course, we are running the Cup course here tonight, so still a very fast racetrack. Turn 1 is going to be very interesting to watch tonight. Next week, things get very interesting because next week we actually go from this track to Watkins Glen, this track to Daytona Road. Daytona Road, always popular. As we see some of the other guys, there's Trent Brown, unfortunately. Tommy Ryan, one of the fastest guys we watch every week, especially the GT4 series, or GTE series. He's going through the inner loop right now. And I'm trying to see who that is in front of him. There's James Prostel, and he actually just exited the course. So is that Dave Hill? I think it's up in front of him. It is. See Dave Hill currently third now. He's actually picked up here in the last few minutes of qualifying. Best lap right now, a 1:16.041. You kind of see him kind of break draft a little bit from Tommy. Does not want Tommy to have a good lap. Cannot blame him there as they work through turn 7. Tommy's going to go wide lap, not going to count for him. But here comes Dave Hill to the start finish line. David Berry also in this one. And it looks like they're all just going to go ahead and pull it off the racetrack. And yeah, I think that will actually end qualified, I do believe. Trent Brown's just sitting there wanting to watch people get through turn 1. But I think that's pretty much it. You see how the car is sitting there on pit lane, ready to get this one underway here from Watkins Glen. And let me actually do something, guys. We got to make sure our 360 cam works tonight. There we go. Some of the paint schemes you see here in the GT4 class. Really cool looking paint schemes, by the way. Every one of these guys always has a good looking paint scheme. And I think we're just about ready to go. We're waiting for the session to change over, which should be changing over right about now. There we go. So here we go. They are starting to take the grid. And actually let me reload this because we want to make sure that we're up to date. So we'll reload this. So give me just a moment here, guys. And we'll get everything up and going. Hopefully, anyway. As we wait for the field to start rolling out, we'll jump down to the grid. You can kind of see the pace truck there waiting to take us out. And once they do, you'll be the first to see it. Let's take a look at the grid if we can hopefully get it up. A little bit of issues here on my end. There we go. Want to thank SDK Gaming, by the way, for the overlay that we use. They do a great job of it. All right, I think we're ready. We'll wait for these guys to start rolling and we'll get set. Everybody's gridded up, it looks like, and there we go. Hopefully our overlay is working correctly. May have to reload it one more time. It looks like it's just having a little bit of trouble here keeping up with everything that's going on, so we'll do that again. Is it working? There we go. Well, we're ready. Sometimes it does that. I don't really know why, but it does sometimes. Of course, this race is only 30 minutes long. These guys will have to pit at least one time to fill up on gas because they do not have enough. I think it's only like 33% or something like that, 35%, a little bit mix and match here and there, but going to make some things very interesting here in this race. It should be fun. Ross Booth and at Castro, followed by Cameron Bidwell. It's going to be a good battle up front here, I believe. We should see some basically side-by-side racing quite a bit, or nose-to-tail racing quite a bit here. This is one of the racetracks where this could be the closest we see all these guys. Besides next week, Daytona could be close as well, but this is probably going to be even closer than that, to be completely honest. Get a look here at your track map. That way you guys can see it as they work out of turn 5 right now. Actually, turn 6 right now. Done the cup straightaway here at Watkins Glen. Get ready to head into the left-hand turn, which honestly is you really want to get done about third gear, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember in these cars, but I know normally it's third gear. Right here into the left-hander. A very fast corner. And, of course, into turn 8 is a right-hand turn, but there you go. And, of course, here's turn 8, and we are set to go. We're going to go high above in this restart because this restarts usually get a little crazy here at Watkins Glen. He starts, especially down at the turn 1. So we're going to get that, if I can hit the right button. There we go. Green flag out of the air. Somebody did not get going. I just want to go ahead and point that out. A lot of bad restart record. They are rolling now. You can kind of see a little bit further back. That's where we kind of want to watch. We got 3 wide going into the corner. Everybody right now looks like they may make it through it. They do. We're going to jump down to the action. Look at Christopher Jimenez as he works up to the hill into the S's. Side by side right now with James Olive. James Olive has dropped a ton of spots at the start of this race already. 3 wide through the S's at the exit. This is a big battle because James is in the middle of this points battle, so we're continuing to watch him. Right now, Ross Booth, Dave Hill, David Berry, Mark Wilson, your originals here in the Red Sox Racing Series. James Olive able to take away the 15th spot. Once again, not the way he planned it. He's back 11 spots. Him and Cameron Bidwell both. Cameron back to 9th, or back to 11th, dropped 9 spots since the drop of the green flag. That restart they had was not good. I don't see no damage, but I'm not entirely sure what happened. It looked like somebody was just not in gear and they just did not go. And there you see him working onto the straightaway back here at turn 1, or across the start finish line back down into turn 1. It is still Ross Booth up front. You can kind of see the gap right there. That is the gap to the leader right now. Up the hill. Still watching Cameron Bidwell right now. Running right behind John Kostelniak and Trent Brown. Trent Brown right now up to 8th. Our biggest mover so far is Mark Wilson. He's up 3 spots. Tommy Ride up 3 spots. And Roberts also up 3 spots as well. And Christopher Jimenez is up 3 spots as they work through the inner loop. Check on our leader. You kind of see he's out by about 5 or 6 car lengths right now. About a second over Dave Hill. I don't think we're going to get too much spaced out, to be honest, in what we see right now as far as our lead goes. And James Olive's still way back here. You see him hasn't really made a move up through the field, even though how quick he is. Goes to show you how quick these guys are in this series. Remember on that restart, he dropped 11 spots. Here he is right now trying to take away 14th. Jason Bifogle. It does look like he's going to be able to have that inside line as they work down into turn 1 this time. See if he takes it away. That is the Porsche versus BMW into turn 1. And yeah, he will be able to take that spot away for now. So he's got a few more spots to go. Cameron Bidwell also lost a lot of spots. He has made up a few spots since the last time we checked on him. Here he is once again working to pick up another spot to move himself back into the top 8. He is battling right now Trent Brown as they work up the straightaway into the inner loop section. It's a great view right there. Out front, Ross Booth, Dave Hill, Mark Wilson, your top 3. There's David Berry currently in 4th, Tommy Ryan 5th, Terry Dahl 6th, Robert sitting in 7th right now. Robert out of Canada. Who's that a little bit further back? I seen, was that Kevin Rydell, I believe? That looked to the inside. John Kostelniak, Kevin right now in 11th place. Let's go Bidwell and Brown. Yeah, they got a little bit of work to do. Right now, really near each other, though. Bidwell was really fast. Like I said, just had issues, which is really out of the ordinary. We know how good he actually is, so just having some issues, unfortunately. At the start of this race, he'll be fine, I'm sure, but got a little bit of work to do right now to get back up towards the front. As Mark Wilson has closed the gap up a little bit here on Dave Hill. we'll keep an eye on that. Dennis Griffin working on the back of Christopher Jimenez. This would be for 12th spot at the moment. And there's a pass right there. Not sure who that was. I believe that's for 10th, I believe. Oh, it was. Kashuniak still able to hold on. But that is Kevin Riedel trying to take away that 10th position. See if he pulls out, looks to the inside. He's not going to yet. It's definitely a good spot to try to take the inside pass. Wasn't able to get there. Once again, I want to welcome everybody here to the Esports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Adam Chapman, watching the Red Sox Racing Series, sponsored by NotYourAverageGreen.com, here from Watkins, Glen. 6 minutes in to a 30-minute event. Ross Booth, Dave Hill out in front right now. Mark Wilson currently third. He is trying to close in on the second position of Dave Hill. Right there you see Wilson currently third place, working out of turn number 8 this time. David Berry, Tommy Ryan currently 4th and 5th. Them two guys also have a pretty good battle going on right now as well. You see that? You see David Berry sitting in 4th. Tommy Ryan in that black and blue Porsche right behind him. And then we have Terry Dawes currently sitting in 6th place. Oh, there you go. David Berry makes a little mistake, runs a little wide. He's got a couple other cars running a little bit wide there as well. That was Robert that ran really wide out of turn number 1. Now side by side, Cameron Bidwell going to be able to take away the 7th position. Remember, he dropped back 11 spots. He has made up 6 spots of them so far. He's back up to P7 right now. Still 5 spots back from where he started at the moment. Les Turner back here. I can't tell. If he got any damage, I can't tell from this angle. No, I think he's okay. I thought I seen damage. Maybe not. Les is a great road course driver. He's not the best in these cars by any means, but I'm going to be honest. This car right here is amazing looking. That is fantastic. Way to go, Ed Sutcliffe. That looks good. And, of course, one of my favorite paints in here. You see him right there on your screen. That's James Prostell Jr. James actually broadcast his race as well on his personal Facebook page. And a really good guy from what I've seen. And you see that walked in Oldtimers. One of my favorite paint schemes to watch. The end of Oldtimer starts with me. So pretty cool. Not sure the story behind that paint. I'm sure there's definitely a good one. But you see him right there. Currently running 18th. He usually starts towards the back. Does work his way forward. That's a good looking paint as well. Check that out. Dwayne McCarthy. Kudos to you. That's awesome. Bill Pawlucki, I know we got some guys, people that usually pull for him. Bill right now is up a spot as well. There's James Allard. He has not moved up nowhere. He's been steady. And there is damage actually on that car. I just seen that. So somebody's got some rear end damage. And I'm wondering if it is Cameron Bidwell. No, it ain't Cameron. Somebody's got some rear end damage though, because that's quite a bit. Christopher Jimenez. So I'm wondering if somebody who's got the rear end damage is the one that really did not get going. Well, let's see if we can find it, though. That's a nice looking car. Somebody's got to have some, because I ain't seen them, though. I did not see none when I looked through that. Oh, what happened back here? Oh, there we go. Back up towards the front. Our closest battle right now would be with Cameron Bidwell and Terry Dahl. Currently in 6th and 7th place. We'll watch this for a moment to see if Cameron can close the gap in or not. Just a little bit of information, guys. I do not broadcast tomorrow night. I will be racing tomorrow night. The iRacing East Series will be live on ESPN. Sam Cooper Bennett will have the call, so you guys can come and watch me wreck in the first 10 laps. They'll be racing at Talladega. I just wanted to get in and wreck a few cars. Why not? So come over there and watch me wreck. We'll be live tomorrow night at around 8:20 or so. And then Saturday I will be live. Back with the WOS CRL Series. And we got pit stops underway. Kevin Riddell pitting early here. And then on Sunday, we will have a new series. And I will post about that here very soon. And you guys don't want to miss that. We'll be broadcasting a new truck series on Sundays night. So that's going to be fun. On Monday, of course, we'll be back live again for the iRacing East Series from New Hampshire. Ross Booth working in turn 1. Currently still your leader, out by 3 seconds right now. Almost 4 seconds. So he is actually pulling away. I did not think we'd actually see that too much, to be completely honest. Looking at the lap times, I mean, he is putting in some really great lap times of 1:16.404. Last lap of 15.927 best lap. Here's Terry Dahl trying to hold on to 6th place. Cameron Bidwell right behind him. Bidwell may take a peek to the inside. Not going to just yet, or to the left side, should I say. Not going to just yet. As they work out of turn number 7 into turn 8. Bidwell still sitting right on the bumper right now. Once again, sorry about the blink, guys. That is on my end. I haven't broadcasted in a few days, so really haven't set my stuff back up to where I need it to be. I know David Berry, Terry Dahl, Cameron Bidwell running nose to tail right now. Pit stop should be happening here very soon. Everybody has to pit at least one time here in this series. This goes for the GTE series as well. Now, I'm not sure their plans after this series. I think they're taking a break and then coming back in the fall, so keep that in mind. So if you are looking for a GT4 league, or GTE series, contact us here at ESPN, or you can go on the Facebook Red Sox Racing League and check them out. Still watching Cameron Bidwell trying to get around Terry Dahl right now. Good little battle here right now. As this is Tommy Wright, David Berry, Terry Dahl. Tommy right now leading this little group. Once again, the points here very tight right now in this series. So, Ross Booth, they don't want him to win. And what happened to Ross? He was actually out by a lot more. Something must have happened here. I'm going to see if I can find it. Because I'm not showing nothing on my notes over here, but he was actually out by 3.7, I believe. Unless Dave Hill has picked up the pace quite a bit, which very well could be possible. Unless maybe Ross might have had a bad turn and almost lost it, which does not show up on my notes, but that very well could have happened. Mark Wilson still putting some pressure here on Dave Hill as they work off the final turn in turn 8. Not coming down pit road yet. Les Turner has entered pit road, though, however. He was actually on pit road just a moment ago. Or actually is still there. Look at this group. Quite a bit of great racers here. 15, 16 minutes into this one. Still watching a great battle here right now between Tommy Ryan, Terry Dahl, Trent Brown, all involved in this. Cameron Bidwell was able to get around him. You see him right there. He also just made a pass a moment ago on David Bear. I did not see that for P4. So he is almost back up to where he started. He started in P2, so he's still got a little bit of work in order to catch down. But pit stops should be starting to happen here very soon. You see Robert right here. That's a good-looking car, too. Or John Kashuniak's got a good-looking car. It's pretty nice. I like that. I think that might just be a standard paint, but I kind of like the way it looks. He's trying to run down Trent Brown. As you see the majority of the field work through turn 7 right now. I mean, there's a lot of good drivers right here in this mix. Still waiting to see when we hit pit road for a lot of these guys. None of them coming this time. We are past halfway. We do got Tommy Ryan. He has hit pit lane. Now let's get an idea, because this is one thing I do like to focus on, pit lane. We also got Dennis Griffin in the pit lane as well. Bill Paulucki is in there, but I like to focus on pit lane here to see really what happens as far as time goes. That's one of the biggest things to me that can win or cost you a race. So we're going to be watching Tommy as he is in pit lane right now. And I will give you the idea of total time on pit road. 7.20 total time on in the box. Total time on pit road is going to be 38.85. So that's going to kind of set us up here a little bit to get an idea of where these guys are going, how these guys are going to be pitting. Now Ross Booth has such a big lead; he could take his time on pit lane. This could be a big night for Ross, though. Going into next week at Daytona, I don't want to say it's over by any means, but this could be a huge point for Ross Booth. And I'm not sure if he's got any incidents or anything like that. We'd have to look at the incident because you can't get a bonus point if you have 0. He does actually have one. So that's good news for Cameron Bidwell, Mark Wilson, Terry Dahl, all them guys with no penalty. That's a great thing for them. So we'll have to wait and see if anybody else does get it, however. Christopher Jimenez is in our pit lane. Trent Brown has also in our pit lane. Dwayne McCarthy has in our pit road. Right now, looking as we watch Ross Booth work through turn 7 into turn 8. Remember, it's 38 seconds is what we've seen for Tommy Ryan. And Ross not pitting this time. We did have an issue, it looks like. On the racetrack. Through turn 6. Oh, he clips the barrier and into the wall. Oh, no. Hard impact. Oh, my gosh. He did tow. That was Robert. That's a tough break there. As we are back live now. Of course, thanks to SDK Gaming for the awesome overlay that we use for our road series. Very much appreciated. Cameron Bidwell on pit road. Let's see the total time. He's not the only one. Dave Hill, Terry Dahl. How about that? Dave Hill down in the way. 39.65, so a little bit longer stop than what we've seen Tommy Ryan have. Bidwell 39.93, so a longer stop than what we've seen Tommy Ryan have. Now, could this pay off Terry Dahl? A long stop there as well. So Tommy Ryan was able to get out in front of Terry Dahl, it looks like. I'm mainly going to be watching these two guys, Mark Wilson and Ross Booth right now. We're waiting to see. And here comes Ross Booth. We'll watch him on pit lane as well. Now, you're not going to take tires if you're any means here. Mark Wilson also on pit lane. And this should pretty much wrap up. David Barry also there. I believe this will wrap up the pit stops, if I'm not mistaken. You see best time right now for Ross Smith, a 1:15.927. Down the way, a 5.83 in box, which is a great. It's going to be one heck of a stop here, I believe, for Ross Booth as long as nothing happens. 38.35. Yep, best stop of the night that I've seen so far on track. Looking around 38.72. Mark Wilson with the second best stop of the night. And David Berry, a long stop for him, a 39. Not super long, actually. It's pretty close. 39.05, so still a pretty good stop. David Berry is going to drop back to 5th, which is where he started. Mark Wilson is up 4 spots right now. Somebody that has not made up a lot of time was James Allard. He's up to 11th, but he's still back 7 spots from where he started. Right now, he's running right behind Dennis Griffin. That would be for a 10th position. Jason Bifogle able to take that spot for now over Dennis Griffin. It looks like he is going to be able to hold it for now. Bifogle was able to get back around Dennis Griffin for P11 just a moment ago. Still watching John Kishoniak in the 9th place, trying to run down Kevin, who's in 8th place right now. But we're going to jump up to Mark Wilson, who has ran down Dave Hill, still for 2nd right now, as we are coming up on 4 minutes left in this one. All right, there you see a little mistake. Dave Hill goes out a little bit wide. Don't really cost him too much. Actually able to extend just a little bit as they work up the hill through the S's. Coming up to the inner loop right here. Maybe Wilson can get a little bit of a toe down the straightaway. Not sure if he's going to be able to reach him in time before the inner loop here as we go into it. How about the darkness starting to set in a little bit here at Watkins Glen? I've noticed that the lights have came on the race cars. Did not expect to see it. It ain't going to be dark by any means, but pretty cool to see that. Ross Booth is out to a 9-second lead over Dave Hill right now. Mark Wilson still 3rd. Cameron Bidwell 4th. David Berry, Tommy Ryan, Terry Dahl currently 7th at the moment. A pretty big bump coming out of that final corner. Now you see Prostel looking to the inside here in turn 1. Back on the gas, and he's going to have a big run and has to actually dodge a little bit right there not to get into the side. And up the hill they go once again to the S's. Prostel trying to figure out a way to get around Sutcliffe at the moment. Now going to have a little bit of a gap, breathing room between them. About a car length separating the two as they work up through the inner loop this time. We're going to jump up to our leader as he is starting his white flag lap, I believe, this time. We'll double check on that in just a moment. I believe this would be the white flag this time for Ross Booth, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, you know what? It may not be because he crossed the start-finish line pretty early, so may not be. Back here to Prostel Jr. once again. Still battling Ed Sutcliffe for that 15th position. Through turn 8 this time as they work out of turn 8. Prostel trying to set up a run. He got a good run right here last time. Going to look back to the inside, I believe, here in turn 1. Let's see if he pulls out a line. He does. Side by side into turn 1. And that's when they almost made contact here. This time, Prostel going to be able to take 15th away. And back up to our race leader. He is coming to the white flag this time as he works out of turn number 8. White flag going to be in the air for Ross Booth, and the rest of the field will follow suit here as well. See Dave Hill back here still currently 2nd with Mark Wilson. Cameron Bidwell back up to 4th. David Berry currently 5th as well. Watching Ross Booth work up through the inner loop this time, or the bus stop, for the final time here tonight, out to a 9.5 second lead. He has checked out since the green flag dropped. I mean, he has been gone. It's going to be a great points night, although he does have an off track, but still going to be a good points night. Got 2 off tracks, actually, here for him. Through turn number 8, Ross Booth. Going to look for the checker flag to wave. And Booth's going to pick up yet another win here tonight from the Glen. Second place. Right now still under pressure. Dave Hill going to take that. Mark Wilson going to finish in P3. P4 going to go to Cameron Bidwell. And then P5 going to go to David Berry, Tommy Ryan, and then Terry Daw going to finish in P7. Kevin Rydell, John Kosilniak going to finish in P8 and 9. And James Olick going to finish in top 10. There's your race winner. We're going to talk to him here in just a moment. And one thing you guys might not know is you have to make it back around to the start-finish line. And if not, it's a 4-point penalty. We were riding on board. I thought he was actually out of gas. He may actually be out of gas. I think he's actually clutching it right now, trying to get back to the start-finish line. He at least has to make it back to the start of pit road. You see him right here working through the carousel, as I like to call it anyway. I think he'll be good, but good race tonight. Congratulations, our top 3. We're going to try to talk to him. We'll start with our winner here in just a moment. Let's see if we can grab him. See who we get in here for the post-race interview. And Ross Booth is going to make it back around, so that's good news. And there you go, parking it right there on the start-finish line. It's a great picture. Now let's see if we can talk to Ross Booth here. Hey, Ross, Adam ESPN, you got me?
I got you, Adam.
Man, what's it like to be out there and dominate tonight? Because that was a fantastic drive over a 9-second lead, cross to the start-finish line. It looked like there could have been a little bit of competition there for you at the beginning, and you was able to pull out, especially after the pit stops. You really it looked like it really started spreading even more.
No, it definitely had a great race. I don't know what in the world happened at the start there. I'm gonna take a look. Camera didn't go on the the outside there. Not sure if that was my fault or if he thought we were going on green, or I'm not really sure, but yeah, that sucks for him. I was looking forward to battling him throughout the whole race. I think he was going to be right on my bumper, or I'd be on his bumper the whole race.
Well, we know that the points are a big thing, especially how tight the points battle is. You are leading the points right now, and of course probably extended, I would guess, even though you did have an off track or whatever. Points always a big thing heading into Daytona. We're not sure what the points are going to be right now after this race, but tell us a little bit about that, man. That's got to be another good thing, because multiple champion in here, and here you are leading the GT4 series. Yeah,
it'd be awfully cool to get the first GT4 championship, but I think Daytona is going to be a super wild card. People that normally win too often in this league sort of steal one at Daytona, it seems like. Just it's one of those tracks. It's going to be a draft fest. I think if you're not in a BMW, you're doing it wrong at Daytona.
That's for sure, man. Well, you did another good job tonight. You know how to do it. You've been here enough. Give shout-outs and all that.
Just thank you to you and to Les and to Terry, and shout out to Dave and Mark that we finished 1, 2, 3. I think that's back-to-back weeks for that, so awesome. Go us.
Hey, that's pretty
and
awesome.
Shout out to my girlfriend. She got a new job today, so congrats on that, babe.
That's awesome, man. Hey, good job tonight.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll go up and talk to Dave Hill, finishing in P number 2 tonight. Dave Hill, it's Adam Chapman up in the booth. You got me? Hey, Dave, you got me?
Gotcha.
Finishing P2 tonight. Not bad at all here at Watkins Glen. A very tough racetrack, very fast racetrack. Talk us through your night, man. It wasn't bad, just a little bit short there behind Ross.
Yeah, I didn't really have a ton of pace, but I got lucky with the P2. I don't know what happened at the start. Seemed to be a bunch up of cars, but yeah, I tried to hold on to Ross as long as I could. But yeah, the tires were just going away, and yeah, I wasn't hitting my marks. And but yeah, lucky enough for a P2.
Yeah, I noticed the tires was falling off a well. We've seen people in this race over a second off the pace of their fastest lap, so definitely tires are going to be a factor. So I got to ask you about next week, Daytona, a place where everybody knows. Like everybody here knows about Daytona. It's one of the most popular tracks as far as the roadside things that go. How do you feel about taking the GT4 to Daytona? Do you expect a lot of drafting to be happening there, knowing that part of it is a super speedway?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be similar to tonight, although just even more of. But any car I've been there with, usually the draft's a pretty big factor, and especially if you can get behind one of those Beamers, it'll just pull the Porsche along.
Well, man, you did a good job here tonight. You know how to do it. Shout outs and all that.
I just want to congratulate Ross and Mark Wilson. We had a top 3 tonight in our team, so that's pretty cool. Shout outs to you guys and the Red Sox crew, Terry and Les, and yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah, from what I've been told, that's back-to-back weeks that happened, so pretty cool for you guys. Hey, good job tonight, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, Mark Wilson, going to finish in P3. Mark, sat him up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. Got me, Adam?
You got you loud and clear, man. So first thing I want to ask you, because we know how you are in the GTE series, and that is the main series for this group, let's be honest, the Red Sox Racing League. We are racing the GT4 for the summer series here tonight, and we've had a few weeks to race these cars now. Talk about the upside and the downside, the pros and cons, I guess, of racing these compared to the GT4. It looked like the shift and honestly the tire fall-off's a lot more in these.
Yeah, the tire fall off is definitely greater than it is in a GTE car. The car is a lot lighter, which is interesting. It should be that way. It should be just the opposite. The car is a little more understeery, so you got to be more careful. The overall handling is just nowhere near without the downforce of a GTE car. So you have to retrain yourself when you're racing one of these cars. So it took me a little while to get used to it. Then there was an update in the BMW, which I started off in the Porsche. And once they did the update, I went back to the BMW, which is my car. And yeah, it's working out pretty good. I'm liking it.
I agree. I think the BMW is a better car in my eyes as well. But either way, man, you actually started 3 spots behind where you finished tonight. Talk to us about, looks like the restart, or the main start, should I say, was the biggest thing here tonight everybody's talking about. But you was able to gain 3 spots out of it. Talk a little bit about your night tonight.
Well, the 2 cars in front of me, one of them, I think the car on the first row had an issue from the start. It didn't take off. I'm used to that at walking to the track because you have room on the front straight, start finish. So at that point, as soon as I realized what had happened, I just ducked over to the right, jumped in behind another car, and then I was so close that I knew I had good pace. I just didn't qualify that well. So I knew that if I could get up behind Dave and Ross, I could keep up with them. So that was my goal. Like as soon as I could get up there before they got too big of a gap, and I couldn't get in the draft, and it worked out.
That's for sure, man. Well, you know how to do it. You've been in here as well a few times yourself. Shout outs and all that you want to give out.
Yeah, shout out to Les again, outstanding car selection for the summer. Shout out to the team, TMC, Dave and Ross. Adam doing the broadcast, outstanding. And to all the racers, man, for racing clean and hard and fair.
For sure, man. Hey, a good turnout tonight. Good job by you, man. We'll talk to you here next week.
Well, I hope so.
For sure,
talk
buddy.
Later.
Thanks a lot, man.
Right on. Bye.
Thank you. That was Mark Wilson finishing in P3 tonight. So that will do it for us tonight, guys. We will have next week where we will crown the champion next week. We also have a new series starting next Thursday night as well. We will be live for the Strictly Street Stocks. They are going to be running the 87 Cup cars, so we'll be live for that. I forgot the name of the series off the top of my head. I apologize, Todd, but we'll have more updates. We do got another series starting this Sunday we'll have updates on. But I do want to appreciate, and I do want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed what time we had here. All in all, it's a pretty good finish. So yeah, that will do it for me tonight, guys. And I will see you guys Saturday. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and watch Sam Cooper Bennett broadcast. I'll be in the car racing so you guys can see me wreck. So y'all have a great night. Take care and God bless.